to match your socks with your sweatpants.
So tonight we've brought Jamie LeBlanc. He's kind of a legendary arm wrestler in this area in the Maritimes. He's I rarely get to train with Jamie, so I'm gonna utilize and try to take advantage of his knowledge. And Lucas is joining us again, so we're gonna try to get strong together here. And at the end of it, we'll probably arm wrestle a little bit too.
All right. These are our nice handles Jody Harper's making in PEI at the paint plant. It's definitely a nice toy to play around with.
Seems like it might be a little long. Can't get out very far. Yeah, there you go. There.
That's a little better there.
Yeah.
Also, what I can do, I can take off one of the pins here.
Oh yeah.
Track back.
Yeah.
Or my carabiners.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
There we go.
How's that feel for weight?
Pretty light.
Do the right hand.
Pretty light at the moment.
We'll all do left, right.
Okay.
I'll keep this on the left side.
Well, it's actually opposite. It's actually opposite because I'm going to be holding here. So now I don't use that side.
Oh, so
Right on the right, left on the left. Alrighty.
do some reps. Don't be a pussy. Warm up properly. Do 20 reps.
It's been a while I've been training, buddy. Save some juice for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing right there.
It's good to, when you're in full arm wrestling position, it helps your muscle memory with everything else, right?
Well, that's why I train so much now. I'm really concentrating on staying locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know that I've tested my pronation strength, and I'm actually I pronate a little stronger.
Okay.
When my arm is just slightly open.
Yeah, yeah, and you're definitely going to find that range of comfort.
Matt.
All right, I'm anxious to give this a go. So is this how the strap goes here? One over the knuckle and one.
Basically, so yeah. One that goes right on the top and one goes right around, isolating your index knuckle, basically. Seen a video the other day of Thor, and then another video was Eddie Hall, each of them doing 100 kg dumbbells, incline dumbbell press. I'll say that Thor was impressive because he took it from his chest up,
Yeah.
and he just got Larry Wheels to spot him, where Eddie had the stands, it was already up in the air.
Yeah.
But Eddie did it much cleaner, you know, he's shorter, he's got the benching technique,
Nice
right?
distance.
Yeah.
It's cheating if you don't take them from the floor.
I'm telling you, that first push is the hardest push.
Getting them up there.
That's what I mean. That first one there, that's the hardest one of them all.
I used to have a set of 170 pounders at what was the one New Image.
Okay.
So I bought them and brought them in there because no gym had them. And that was the hard part. And a couple people, Steve Sweeney, myself, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickey could press them.
Yep.
But they, I think they both needed people to hand them to them. I said, fuck that, I'll get them up there. Just get them on your knees and rock back.
Yeah, my dad was a big fan of the, rather than a seated bench, you have a straight long bench. Have you ever seen those for bench pressing? It's not like you sit down.
Oh yeah.
It was just like a long bench.
Yeah, old school.
He says what I used to do, he's like, I'd crouch down, and then when you pop them off your chest, you're launching yourself upwards, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those benches. You must remember those days, the incline where they'd have a peg for your feet.
Yep, exactly it. Standing bench.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're
Piper,
different.
enough.
They're different.
That's enough. Cut it out.
It's not an exact replica of a hand, so I wouldn't ever tell anybody it's mimicking anybody's hand. But it's fun because it's a hand you're holding.
Yeah.
Right? So you get that with all the options on this one here is probably my favorite tool that he has, I think. So I think, Lucas, for this kind of a movement, just analyzing from the middle, I think it's a movement that really attacks on the go.
Yeah.
So I think
I think you're starting on the offense.
Yeah, like start basically.
I think the thing's too long.
Could be it.
Yeah. Hook that all the way in.
Yeah, right here. So now you're basically, you gotta look where your hand is. Now you're in the center, so now it's like go,
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
You don't even want to get it to the pin line.
No.
You want to get it to control.
Okay.
Once you
And
get that,
I think with every rep you're starting to fall, but you're almost there.
In the
Start
neutral.
at a bad, start a little worse position.
Yeah, you
A
can.
little bit there, right
Yeah,
there.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and just try to bring it across towards your pack, your other pack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more of a. It's not
Yeah.
a snap.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Okay.
This way here, it kind of initiates you for the go. Once you get that go, like Reg, he's king at that. That's Reg's his go-to. He says, all I want is this.
What do you want on?
Have fun after that, basically, right?
Okay.
What are you jumping up to? 20 pounds or so? 30 pounds?
Another, eventually, I'm probably 30 or 40 more on top of this
Yeah.
eventually. Or we can go 10 at a time if you want.
Okay.
It's not bad to have a couple warm-up sets.
Well, you're smarter than me. I don't know, last time I've been at the gym, so it's gonna be painful after this. But I need
Starting on the right?
left there.
Yeah.
Thanks. So just watch me, Lucas. I'm just on the go. It's like basically you're waiting for that ready go and just go. Go.
And you see how we start just a little bit open?
Okay.
And I think that's a mistake people make in their pronation training is they start from neutral.
Yeah. What do you mean,
'Cause
like
you know-
like
you
this?
know-
You mean?
Yeah, no, yeah. You're starting like that's good.
Yeah.
If you're starting like this, what's the point of even having pronation? You're already in a good position.
Well, I'll agree and disagree on you on that one.
But later we're gonna do holds next, and
Yep.
holds will be in the neutral position.
But sometimes what people will say is you gotta train for the direct movement of what you want. So if I'm gonna let's say, just pull this here, and the objective of my pull now is to just not let this happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
But that'll be next, and that's off the thumb.
Yeah. So yeah, I do open up a little bit to give a bit of emotion, right? But I don't want it to be anything like this. No pulling. It's like my hip is locked, my arm is locked, and I'm literally just doing a pull back with my back, and I'm using my wrist to twitch it. So it's. See, I'm not pulling at all with my arm. My arm barely moves. My arm is staying stationary. I've got this locked, and I'm just twitching my wrist.
Okay.
For me personally, that's how I like to execute, because there's so many movements to think about at once.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're locking an arm, You no longer have to.
Keep the train rolling here.
Yeah.
And get you cooling off.
You no longer have to. I'm freaking warm. I don't know what you're talking about, but.
Hi.
Same thing.
You're sleeping right there.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm really using my core, and I'm just twisting my wrists. I'm not pulling my arm whatsoever. No lat drag.
You're doing a knee dip, right?
Yeah. I'm pulling my body weight down.
Are you new to this?
If I'm new,
You know Lucas. She's been here before.
yeah, I had a beard last time.
Well,
I
that's
changed.
why.
I changed that.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Hey, you Piper?
Oh, there. Okay. She's fine now.
Getting warm already.
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy's talking about cooling down and stuff. I'm like, where's the ice?
We'll get a piece of paper, a binder, and a win.
Yeah, perfect. A common mistake I see with, people training with these pulleys, and I hate to be that keyboard warrior that will like, hey, you should be doing it like this, and I'll always try to message a guy privately and be like, hey, it's in your video, it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
If I were you though, I would just da-da-da-da. A lot of times I see guys though, what happens is they're training a lot too much because the weight's so heavy, they're resisting the weight on this side of their body, right? And they're getting stronger like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to say it's terrible. You're still getting the motion of arm wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you need to train your muscle memory at the same time. So if you're comfortable with being strong out here, then you're going to land out here more often in your panic. The panic of the ready go, so much can happen within that millisecond, right? But if you're training to stay no longer past your face, then the muscle memory is going to be always to fight for that center.
Okay.
The biggest fight is the center.
Mm-hmm.
The center of the table, if you can gain that center and you have to go, you've got half the battle won right there.
Okay.
But it's, even myself, like I started kind of catching the hits and things like that. And I mean, it's not to say I haven't been successful on it, but you're putting yourself in a more compromised position if you don't know how to fight out of that.
Yeah.
For me, what was my big advantage was having such a long arm, so people take me down. Long arm, I could wiggle my hand out of it, and I get their hand and I take them over, right? So
Yeah.
that's where I developed my strategy. But nonetheless, I was always taught your center.
I'll take this over one of those any day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, any day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't dislike those, but I just find I'm spending more time trying to get comfortable
Yeah, it's
than
different.
actually doing the exercise.
Yeah, the hand piece I'll lose my grip from it. So I try not to focus on holding it as much as just isolating the movement, right?
Some chalk I think will be helpful next
Yeah.
time too.
Like this?
Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah, you can just keep your hip close as you can, yeah?
Okay.
Better. Because you really want that pull to come from your hip.
Okay.
You gotta pull off,
Yeah.
like, this is where the pull is coming from.
I'd say pin less and pronate more.
Okay. Okay. It's a bit different with the left, right? Compared to the right.
For you mean?
Yeah.
The
The
connection.
on the hip.
Yeah.
So start like this,
Yep.
and then dip. Okay.
Yeah, right into your pack. There you go. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, just a matter of kind of bringing it.
Open up a little bit more.
No, that's perfect. Yeah, looks like you're doing good. Don't worry about getting low to the pin. You just want to kind of move the weight with your wrist is the big idea.
Okay.
You look like you're doing it first Galant hit right now. It's going good,
Okay.
put it that way. It's a compliment.
Okay.
Chris has always got that direct hit. Freaking magnet.
You want to keep the right in?
No, we'll do left. Yeah, we'll switch up.
Another 10.
Sure. Yeah. See, I'm not even going for the pin whatsoever. All I want is hand control. Boom, I got it.
See, he's fighting for center.
Boom, I got it.
So get that.
Ready.
Get that out of the equation.
Ready, go. That's all. That's all you want. You don't want to come even closer. You stay right up and you're just trying to win the center. Bang.
Okay.
Bang. Bang.
Come on. Dig in.
Oh yeah. That feels good. I honestly haven't kept count on my reps whatsoever. So if
I think it was
anybody's,
11 or 12.
I think if anybody's counting on YouTube, like this guy's all over the place.
Once we get into, like, probably I'll start to separate here or the next set where I'll be able to do 5 or 6 more with my right arm than my left.
Oh, okay.
And on cupping, I'm the opposite. I can do a little more with my left.
Okay.
It's crazy. Not finger cupping. Finger cupping, I can do almost nothing with my left.
Just good for picking your nose, eh? And even at that,
Too big.
coordination's not there. See how my hip doesn't leave?
Mm-hmm.
I'm anchoring all my back pressure on just my hip and my lower back.
That's on your wrist, right?
No.
That's the thing about arm wrestling is that there's, even though you have a hand, there's so many little degrees to your technique that it's impossible to fully replicate every little movement from start to go, or from start to finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like we're doing, we're literally isolating 1 degree of your go. That's just your go,
Mm-hmm.
go. You know what I mean? But with that, what I like to try to do, if you notice how I am, I'm going to lock my leg how I normally would on the go. I'm going to have my hip how I normally would on the go. Get everything muscle memory ready
Yeah.
for the go. So when you go to the table, you don't even have to think, shit, do I put my leg here? Should I put my arm more in here?
Yeah.
You just know, this feels good, I'm ready, I'm ready for war now.
Yeah.
This is my stance, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's things like that when you're continuing to train in that way, it's definitely going to mimic on the table. Todd Zilla's an avid for that. He says, I don't do anything but on the table. He says, why would I?
You don't do
He
what?
says that, but all of his training is off the table. So, you know, a lot of his training.
Really, eh?
Yeah, well, general strength training, like the 45-pound plate where he throws it and stuff like that.
Okay. I know he'll do like side pressure where he hits like a chain.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
But I used to have this set up so that if I was doing cupping, between sets I would do a single.
Okay.
And I do that at the gym still after every second or third set, no matter what I'm training. I'll have the karate belt there. I'll have 100 pounds on it and just do 5-second holds, which isn't challenging, but it's still.
You want to drop 10?
Yeah, it's better to keep the tension on too than let it drop. Yeah, I like to just have, sometimes I'll have 2 stacks, 50 on one, 100 on the other. And after 2 sets I'll do a pronation lift. After 2 more sets I'll do a rise lift. And just comfortable, you know, hold it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that's
just
the
to
thing.
keep my body locked in.
Well, that's just it. It's getting comfortable with those.
To the
movements.
chest. Don't worry about pinning. To the
Okay.
chest.
Okay. Stand right up straight. Just bring your arm to your chest.
Like this?
No.
Just
You're
stand straight up.
pinning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stand straight up and just pull back and bring it to you. There,
Oh,
right there.
okay.
There. That's just bringing it to
Don't
you.
forget to pronate.
Yeah.
Pronate right through. There.
Switch.
No worries.
So it's really different, I find, for me right now. My right, super comfortable, adjusting my hip,
Okay.
but the left, still feel off a bit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to sometimes get what I want. You put this one here, or you put the...
Both of them. Both of the silver ones.
Yeah, just take the Caribbean out of the equation.
Yeah, like even if your motion's just this big,
Yeah.
this is all you're doing.
Then that's
Just pulling it back a little bit and rotating in.
Like this?
No,
just keep standing up.
you're still pulling. You're still going down here.
Okay.
Just pull it straight back and
There.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right to your face, yeah.
but
Right.
more straight up, like with your forearm perpendicular. There you
You
go.
want to just move your
There
wrist
you go.
basically.
Okay, and then you did.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Just you don't have to drop so low. You just want to catch that wrist. I'll give you I was gonna say I'll give you a quick example there. Just for demonstration purpose, just rather than worrying about bringing it here,
Yeah.
just stay and then just lift the weight right to you. So, and even if it's a little heavy, bring it down 10 pounds and just get that motion. So you just want to here. And I'm pulling back. My arm's not moving, but I'm pulling back with my back. But I'm
It's
still,
just a tiny motion. Like
Yeah,
if we were on the table, all I'm trying to do is this.
that's all I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
This,
That's all I want to do. I want to get your hand to do this to open up. So just bang.
Okay.
And I'll give a bit of momentum, like I punch through it. You know,
Okay.
it is a little heavy there.
Okay. Like this, right?
Well, not even. Not even.
No.
Just straight. There.
Right to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Right there.
And if you're
Yeah.
feeling this tension here,
Yeah.
you basically need to lock this. And when I say lock it, it's like
Bring
just
that even over more. There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight back and pronate.
I
There
just
you go.
I just
That's
think
it.
about keeping
Okay.
this locked, and then I use this.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's what I one of the exercises. I think it's your turn, Jamie. One of the exercises I do is just small little. I'll just get into the pronated position. I just go like this.
Mhm.
That's it. That's the whole exercise.
Same movement that I do. So.
Yeah.
Watch guys like Pork Chop. He sits out in front of his table.
How did Patrick have anything for him?
I don't
Did you
think
watch
so.
it?
I didn't watch it.
I
No.
didn't watch it either.
But I seen he basically just dominated Patrick.
That's Jesus Christ. This kid Patrick McKinnon. How old is he? 21 years old.
About that age.
He's from Cape Breton. On the left arm, he just makes all of us look like children.
Yeah.
So to me, the fact that anyone can beat him is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's got a prosperous road ahead of him with the strength he's
He'll
got.
be a world champion.
As long as he stays humble and keeps, you know,
He's
smart.
a great kid.
Smart. That's just it. You know?
I heard this story about him that, you know, like this myth that, oh, he just lays around. He's just, you know, a kid that got off the coach and was great at arm wrestling. So I asked him. He goes, no. He says, I was a high-level athlete. I was a football player. He's a power lifter. He had like a 750-pound deadlift. He's a legit guy.
Oh, I've seen him recently doing like 6 plates. Do you want to add another 10 or we
Yeah,
just stay there?
Yeah, I'll get another 10. I wasn't sure if you'd want to.
Aha. Aha.
Well, maybe I won't go much further than this one.
No, this will probably. I'm hoping to get 10 reps with this one.
Okay.
So we get another one of those, right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
to be honest, if I do 12, I'll go one heavier, but because the first couple really wasn't anything.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm probably gonna drop 20 pounds just to get it right.
Yeah, whatever's
Sure.
comfortable.
Right.
Everything's relative. Everything's relative. You expect him to be as strong as me is like me expecting to be as handsome as you.
Oh. Yeah.
It's just not in the cards.
Okay, I get it now.
Come on.
That's 12.
Could have done 15.
Is this one?
Righty.
Right on the left and left on the right.
Yeah, I think this will be a challenging weight.
Sorry. I hate when these buckles are twisted over. Get a pet peeve of that.
A lot of people are selling their weight on marketplace. It's crazy.
I should
Like,
sell
yeah,
it. This stuff
bikes,
here doesn't get touched.
Plates.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And I'm weird, like I've got all these 2.5 and 5 pound plates. If I can't jump by 10, I don't jump.
Okay.
I'm weird. It's like back in the old bench press and squat days. You jump 45 pounds
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you don't jump.
Small muscles 5 pounds, big muscle 10 pounds kind of thing.
I think your left is stronger pronating than
Yeah, right now, yeah.
right.
Yeah, my right's giving up. My right wrist is dipping down. That's enough.
It's funny how like your body slowly adapts. For a while, I was feeling shoulders,
Yeah.
and then I was feeling my elbows forever. Now I don't feel my elbows whatsoever,
Okay.
not shoulders, but it's all from here to here. Like especially the hands. Right now, I feel like every tendon's in my hands.
Yeah, it's definitely a tendon sport, and your
Yeah.
hands are so crucial. Like they used to call this before arm wrestling, it was wrist wrestling.
Yeah.
For very good reason,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I do train my hands way more, but I feel like, I don't know, like I arm wrestle, I did some table time with Dylan at his place, new place,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right before vacation. Then I did a crazy workout. I should probably not go crazy, but and then I arm wrestled with my brother after that, and since then, like, it's not catching up.
No, you definitely take the rest needed or whatnot, but just work with your blood work. Keep doing the high reps. Keep getting that blood flow in there,
Yeah,
and it's
That's
definitely
right.
you keep putting that work, and it's gonna come to you no matter what. It has to. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Keep putting in that work. You're gonna be rock solid.
Well, the difference is night and day from when he started.
You know what, when I look at arm wrestling, because now it's close to 2 years I've been doing this, we're pretty much like Super Saiyans. You know the little show with Super Saiyans? You know, it's kind of like a Japanese animate. They have yellow hair.
Okay.
The more they get angry, the stronger they get, and then when they arrest, they come back a lot stronger.
Yeah.
You never heard of that show?
No, I've never had. No.
Yeah. But the goal is that each time we rest, we become stronger.
Well, that's
So
100%.
it's pretty much like that.
All right.
My buddy Randy used to always say
I got one more thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop.
Oh, I didn't even get good reps. I got 12 on each, but they weren't good reps. I wasn't happy with any of them.
Yeah, my buddy Randy used to say, he's like, I'm training so hard, man. He's like, I feel so damn weak. I don't know if I'm getting stronger or weaker. He says,
I think it's this one.
so sore.
Yeah.
Your pain, arm wrestling pain at the beginning. You don't know if you're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
weaker or what.
But you know, if you're sore, you might not be stronger that day, but in the long run,
Oh, that's just
you're
it.
gonna be stronger. And the thing is, like, I hear people, it's like they prepare for practice. They want to be fresh for
Like
practice.
this, right?
Yep.
I want to be fucked for practice. I want to train hard the day before.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if I lose every time in practice. They don't give medals there.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. You got her.
Okay. There's so many movements in arm wrestling.
Well, and that's the thing. Every little different piece of it, equipment you use attacks it slightly different too, right? It's like this is good for pronation, that's good for pronation, but do they all work identically? I think they're all good, essentially, in the end, right?
Well, as
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
you can feel it in the right places.
Your wrist roller is not the same as your karate belt, but they're both doing pronation, right?
Yeah. When I first started, I remember I was just, okay, I need to be good in pronation, I need to be good in rise, I need to be good in cupping, I need to be good in... my workouts were almost 3 hours. I was like, I won't be able to...
I usually do 3 exercises. I vary them,
Yeah.
but it's usually I'll come in. If I'm concentrating on I call it inside out. So if that is my pronation day, I'll start from pronation, then maybe some rising, but rarely rising. Maybe 2 different types of pronation, 1 type of cupping.
Okay.
And on cupping day, I'll do 2 different types of cupping and 1 type of pronation. Rising, to be honest, I think I can get there. I think I'm strong enough there. I can. Time is better used on other things.
Yeah.
I still do it, but maybe once a week.
I think like a static rise would be
That's what I
beneficial.
do. That's what I do. And like I say, in the gym with
Okay.
50 pounds, I'm just getting used to.
Yeah.
You know.
But I was gonna say, even like just doing like a static rise right here, it would get you kind of muscle
Yeah, well,
memory.
I do that once a week probably.
Okay, perfect.
I'll do a static hold, and then I'll do some reps, and then I'll end with